Hey boys and girls, welcome to the Tesla Takeover, and we have a spy amongst all these Teslas. Chris has brought the Aptera in. This is the Gamma?
This is the Gamma version of the Aptera, and we're happy to be here at the Tesla Takeover because we feel like we're kind of part of the Tesla family now that we have the NACS connector as well. And we fought hard to have a petition for the government to actually adopt the NACS standard. It got 42,000 people to sign that.
Cool.
And now look, Elon has given to the world the NACS standard, so we can use it and everyone else can too.
And I'm really, really happy about it because I have been a big spokesman for NAC. I really don't like the other connector at all. I don't know who designed it or engineered it, but
a committee
go back
of
to
committees,
school.
I think.
Well, you know what? Committee. What's that? The definition? A camel is a racehorse designed by a committee. There you go. So, but anyway, why don't you tell us a little bit about it? I'm really excited about all of the different things that are going on. So maybe you can describe like what you're doing with the body. Where you are with the powertrain, all the stuff that everybody really wants to know about.
Yeah, we've brought this Gamma version out to kind of show people where we're headed to in production. But this is one step away from our Delta version, which we're actually working on now, and we finished the design of last year. The new Delta version has a little longer body, has a little more room in the tail. It's made of all carbon fiber SMC, and you were able to go over and visit CPC in Italy and see how cool that process is. But for fit and function of the interior, this is great to sit in because people, can get a feel for how spacious the interior is and, how it works. And that's really what we want people to do is sit in it and get a feel for, this is what solar mobility can be for you every day.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, most people really don't even know that you may not, if you're living in California or anywhere south of the Mason-Dixon line, you probably really are never going to have to charge this thing because you can get enough out of just letting it sitting around in the parking lot while you're at work, soaking up the energy. And that's really amazing to me.
The average American drives 31 miles a day. Yeah. This thing can get you 40 miles a day of free solar charging. In San Diego, it can get you about 11,000 miles a year total charging, free driving. And in drearier places like Seattle or Boston, it can get you like 8,000 miles. So still really useful range. So for a lot of people, for the majority of people, we hope that they never have to plug the Aptera in. It just sits in the sun, soaks it up, and does everything that it needs to do to charge their vehicle.
Right, and quite frankly, this is something that catches your attention as soon as you see this. I've had the opportunity to drive it around, and heads turn.
Yeah.
People are almost getting into accidents looking at it. So that's good news. I really love the. Well, I have one on order. So I love this vehicle, and I can hardly wait to see it come out.
The interesting thing is that it is such a unique looking vehicle, but when you drive it on blacktop and people see it for the first time, you don't actually see the tires against the backdrop of the asphalt. Yeah. So a lot of people think it's floating, and you look at it here, it's on grass, you can't even see the tires. So I bet a lot of Tesla fans come out here today and they're like, oh crap.
Where is it?
Elon invented a floating car.
And he's going
to change the world with it, and then they're going to find out, no, it's actually Aptera.
Actually, there's a tweet or an X, I don't know how you call it anymore, that that Elon put out, and it's a spaceship landed in a backyard, and the caption underneath it is something like, "You wake up drunk and this thing wants to take you home. Will you get in?" I mean, maybe he's got a spaceship. Who knows? I'll tell you one thing though, that rocket ship over there.
Oh, the Aptera looks great against the backdrop of the Elon goat.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's go and have a seat.
Yeah, awesome. You want to sit in the driver's side? I'll sit in the passenger side.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you. Hey, hi. How are you?
Excuse me, sir.
Good.
I know you, but you don't know me.
Yeah. Well, you just got onto one of our videos actually, so you'll be able to see yourself on Munro Live YouTube. Whoop! And right after I take off my hat.
There you go. They even got a hat holder right here for you.
Oh, perfect. That's wonderful.
I
didn't see that before. Plus and minus.
Those are actually recycled skateboard decks too. So
no kidding.
We actually found a way to put that in production. So we found a source where we can get those at 20,000 units a year. But
So
the
anyway.
interiors change a little bit from this version to the Delta version. We reduced the size of the screen to a 12.8-inch screen. This kind of overwhelms the interiors. It's too big a screen, so it also kind of impinges on your knee room.
That's
So
not
we
good.
pushed it up and made it a little smaller. We integrated this rear view system into a plastic bucket that has the lights, the microphone, and the hazard. So it's all one unit, and it actually pushes this up about 1.5 inches, so it gives you a little more clarity.
It gets rid
for
of the
viewing angle.
Yeah, it gets rid of the cabling or whatever.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well, yeah.
And we redesigned the sunshades to be integrated with obviously the headliner. But this doesn't have the telescoping and tilt column, but it does have the eyes forward vision system. So this vision system will hopefully let you see 180 degrees behind you. So when you're driving, you can look forward to the road, but see what's on the sides and behind you at all times. So
Yeah, that's why I'd like to get rid of these, because this is a much smarter way of going. I think it's a lot safer than this. It's definitely safer than those stupid wing mirrors. This is my, I don't know, destiny in life, to get rid of those things. All they do is give you bad aero.
it's akin to the CCS2 charger. You know, it's committees on committees that don't know, you know, what decisions to actually make.
We've
to make people's
always
lives
had
better.
one. We've had yeah, I've heard it. Can we close it up and just?
Sure. We have to turn it on to get it back open, but.
Okay. Oh yeah, this.
But
is
hopefully a
perfectly
comfy
built.
ride. This doesn't have the
very
dead pedal yet, so you're probably lacking a little foot support
No,
down there. But
no problem.
the one thing that this really does is it gives you the backup lines.
Yeah.
So when you're backing up, you kind of count on this. But when you're just driving, you should be able to just look forward at all times
Yeah.
and have a full sight picture around you.
Yeah. No, this is spectacular.
And
I really like it.
our infotainment has changed a little bit. We have a way to see what's going on with the solar charging, see how much power is going in, how much power you're using as well. But we try to eliminate all the buttons in here at your suggestion.
Yeah.
The number one failure that you're going to deal with is connectors, so get rid of as many connectors as possible. So we try to put all the functions on here, so like the interior lights and the windows and stuff, we put it all on the screen, and we can modify this over time and make it more useful, and hopefully give over-the-air
the other thing
updates.
is maybe at some time in the future, if you want to see certain things where you hold it and pull it up just like you would on your cell phone.
A cool thing we developed is gesturing. So 3 fingers, is skip track, and 2 fingers is volume up.
Cool.
Like you can program it different ways. Swipe left is air conditioning, swipe up is music. That sort of stuff is all possible with these screens. It's just you got to kind of put the time into actually developing it.
You know what I'd really like to see, and I've suggested this a couple of times, but I wonder if it wouldn't be a good idea to make it so that as you walk up to the car recognizes your face and boom, everything's ready to go. Sometimes you go to the car and you don't have your cell phone. So for the Tesla or the Rivian that we've got, even the Lightning, all of them use a cell phone, and that's great. But sometimes, like I say, you just walk into the backyard, you need something out of the trunk or the frunk or whatever, and it doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work is because it's on your cell phone, which is somewhere else.
We've got the knock sensor, so all you have to do is program your custom knock, and then you can always get in the vehicle. So, bam, you're in the vehicle. It's like entering a code.
Yeah. I'd still rather just look at my face and boom, oh yeah, there's Sandy, and I get in.
Ford had that system where you could put a keypad on the side and you could get in. So when you're going surfing, you could leave your stuff, in the truck, which I thought was interesting. But the camera system could be adaptable to that too. You just got to put kind of facial recognition hardware in here.
So just out of curiosity, are these mouse balls? Because I don't.
So this isn't the functional final production wheel. We think that they actually might be buttons, so up and down, and there'll be a horn button on here too. So we might not go with the scroll wheel because you can kind of get to everything through here, and we're still deciding with the wheel manufacturer what that's going to be.
So I had somebody come up and ask the question, and I assumed yes, but I didn't have an answer. Have you guys taken this thing out for any kind of like a long distance ride from maybe San Diego to San Francisco or something like that?
What we do is we go out to the desert and we drive a loop. So one that helps us, stay close to base camp so we can load it up and unload it and stuff. So the Salton Sea is good for us because we can just drive out to the Salton Sea. It's a big loop around the Salton Sea, and it's all perfectly flat. So, so that's where we do most of our range testing. Once we have production battery packs, then we'll start to do more long-range testing. But we probably won't have production battery packs until February, March of next year.
So whose battery is you gonna, or is it?
Well, interestingly, the supply chain has really changed over the last year.
Yeah, I know.
And we have a current deal with a battery manufacturer, but you know, the world has opened up to us in the last 6 months on battery supply, and you know, there's lots of different companies that supply the 2170 cell, like the Tesla Model 3 uses, and we're kind of testing and picking that supplier now. But they're all kind of drop-in replacements to our pack, and we've already gone through validation on our module, and we're starting validation on our pack. So, you know, we'll sort that out.
Cool.
In the next,
that sounds great.
3 months.
Sounds great. So what's next on the?
Next is you went to CPC and saw their amazing facility. They're actually commissioning our body tools now. And over the next several months, they'll finish up commissioning all those tools, and then they'll have the first full body structure that they can supply to us. And we're hoping to marry that brand new body structure with a chassis that we're making here in San Diego, and have the first kind of Delta representative version here towards the end of the year.
And there it goes.
There you go.
Oh, well, cool.
Butterfly goodness.
Yes, absolutely.
We
Thanks
appreciate
so much,
you, Sandy.
Chris.
We appreciate everything you do for the company and all your support. And
I'm really excited to see how this is going to go. And I heard you giving away bodies. If you're doing that, we'd love to have one at our place.
Oh, we'll send you one.
We get
absolutely.
Great, good deal. So now we'll have a body at our place. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and stay tuned for actually the next generation of this vehicle. Hopefully in
just a couple months.
In a couple of months. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.